Well, I'm Denis Pugh. I'm a professional golf coach. I work for Sky Television as a pundit, and I coach Ross Fisher and Francesco Molinari on the PGA Tour and European tours. I'm based at the Wisley, which is in Surrey in England, and I was director of golf here, and now I'm just attached as an ambassador. They made me vice president last year, which was a great honour. About 5 years ago I got involved in launch monitors and seeing the new technology of the analysis of impact, and they were radar based and taught me quite a lot, but there was always a few lingering questions. I wasn't sure of the answers, and when I started to think about those questions, I discussed them with a friend of mine. He's a top coach, James Riddard, who specialises now in the short game, but he has worked a lot with launch monitors, and he told me about the advantage of photo-based camera work as opposed to radar, and it's been huge, the difference, to see, for me, some of the questions I had answered. It was on Sky Television when I first was made aware of it, and it was very accurate. When you're using radar, you're not getting the exact moment of impact. You're getting a different compression time, I think it's called. With a camera, you're seeing precisely what happened. It's a picture. The camera doesn't lie, as I've seen on your logos, and it's true. You can see the picture itself. You're not looking at radars taking out the blob of the club face, the blob of the ball, and trying to come up, very effectively coming up with some good numbers, but how accurately I've questioned in the past. The main reasons I would say purely was be able to see the strike, because the very first thing I look for when I'm looking at a golfer, a young golfer particularly, is how much club head speed they make and how centered they can make the strike. And I was using the shoe spray on the club face, and that's a bit messy and it doesn't always give you an accurate feedback. And then when I saw GC2 and I saw the precise red dot where the ball was hit, I could feel where I was hitting the ball, and it was very accurate. I was able to see, yeah, I'm hitting it a little low, it showed low. I'm feeling a little toey, it showed toey. The other thing that really got my attention, because it answered a few questions, was where the speed is when you're coming into the impact and the speed of rotation. So that impressed me. And then again, as I'm rambling here because there were so many different things that impressed me. Also the fact that the measurements are taken just at the precise moment of impact. And I like that because that's the last bit the player's in control of. It's more interesting to me as I learn more about it to understand what's happening with the golfer at just the point when the club touches the ball. I think Foresight technology to a Tour Pro is exciting because primarily it's where at the speeds they're hitting the ball, it's where did you hit it on the face. That's the most important thing. A Tour Pro will very rarely, I would say, miss their path by 1 degree. If they miss it by 1 degree, to me that's a big miss. And for club golfers, 2 to 4, 5 degrees variables are there, but you very rarely see a Tour Pro losing his path by a lot. So, I look at the path and think, yeah. And then the face control, again, the guys that play for a living at the very top end of the scale anyway, their face control is pretty good. So, the old idea that you only hit fades and draws out of what happened between face and path, strictly speaking now for a Tour Pro, that's rare. You can see how two factors for the guys that play at the highest level: where did I hit it on the club face and how much rotation did I have during that impact interval. That seems to affect things more. And also there's something that I'm not 100% sure about at the moment, but I was always thinking that club speed and the point of contact can also give different shot shapes. So you can get a very fast swinger of the club, someone who moves it like Ross Fisher, 120 mile an hour. If he hits it out towards the toe, he can get a different shot shape than me, with everything else being the same, and I'm struggling to get 95 miles an hour. In fact, I'd be happy with 95 miles an hour, and I hit it in the same point and I'll get a different shape of shot, either from the collision factors or my rate of rotation. And these things are of interest because they weren't available to me.
Hi guys, thanks for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. To check out more videos or explore the channel, just click here. Alternatively, you can subscribe on the button below. And don't forget, to stay up to date, you can follow us on our social media channels: Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.